I'm saying put the heart in balance with the mind. So you have expectations of people. There are job responsibilities. If you asked anybody who worked for me, they would say he's the most demanding guy I ever worked for. They had huge satisfaction in what we accomplished. I took good care of them and helped them in their careers. So if you're a young leader and you go in and you're up against an old school boss, lead the way you know best. Lead from your heart. What I'm trying to do is to get CEOs to understand that this is right, to adopt it and to implement it. And here's where I think is the rub. What's going to drive this is profitability. So organizations that adopt this, they're going to get the performance, they're going to attract the best people, and all of a sudden the CEOs are going to be, the board of directors are going to say, you're going to be out of business if you don't do something different, and they're going to have to adopt it. I had a horrible childhood, and this is nothing for you to grieve over. It actually is something that I'm very, very grateful for now. It wasn't then. But my father was very, very abusive, incredibly abusive. And when I was right after high school, literally like 2 days after high school, he kicked me out of the house when I was supposed to go to college. And no financial support, no checking in to see how I was. I was independent from then on. And growing up, and my mom had died very early, and so it was his influence, and it was very negative. But my next door neighbor was like this alternative universe where she wanted to hear my stories, and she loved me, and she was telling me, you know, how great I was, and I'm paraphrasing this, obviously, but it was, I loved being there. I hated being at home. But I had a taste of what it was that got me feeling great about myself and brought my best out, made me me. And so when I got into work, unconsciously, I just gave people what I always wanted. I developed them because I didn't get developed.
Thank you.
I've told this story before, and but you know, no, don't go. Yeah, but the bottom line is that it led me to influence people in a way that nobody else was doing. And it wasn't until 20 years later that I realized that it had anything to do with how I grew up.